Welcome to Mark After Dark. It's the 27th of January. And it's 11 p.m., so it's not really after dark. It's just at 11 p.m. It's 11:11. Make a wish. I made a wish already, and I'm still here.
You're a turd.
I know.
Okay, so we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions.
Or goals, if you have any, which that's rare for me.
But you said you had goals.
Yes, I have goals.
What were your goals?
Well, I always try to be more charitable, which I usually start at the beginning of the year being more charitable, and then usually at the end of the year I'm, not being charitable.
Yeah, but what's your definition of charitable?
Well, my definition of charitable is, I guess, donating money to certain places. I don't know, stuff like that. That's my goal.
It's the easy out.
Yeah.
Instead of actually having to do something.
Yeah, you just write a check and here, throw it in the mail.
Oh my goodness.
Or whatever. Yeah, that's my easy way.
I don't have any resolutions, but my goal is to go back to school either in the summer or the fall. So that's pretty...
And do what?
I don't know yet. That's part of my problem.
Yeah, you don't know what you do. Why don't we talk about why America is number one?
I didn't think it was.
It isn't. I'm just saying that. That's what the conservatives want you to think it's number one. Bullshit.
Well, oh yeah, we're drinking and eating. That's why it might sound a little weird.
I'm drinking. She's not. She's eating. You're eating taffy.
No. Now it's a lifesaver.
But I don't know how long that's been in there. So
that's why it tastes a little. I'm still gonna eat it. I don't care.
That's why it tastes a little bit like chalk. I don't know what else we can talk about.
I get a sense that you don't like Republicans, Mark.
No, I don't. Republicans can go to hell. And if you are a Republican and you think and you hate me, please write me a letter at I like Al Gore more than Bernie Sanders, Wheeling, West Virginia, and throw that brick through my window, and I will set fire to your shop.
Let it be known that I have no real preference. That
you're just difficult.
I
run for the difficult party.
I prefer science over fiction, though. So,
example.
That may lead.
Example. That should be good. Welcome to the Fox News debate, if anybody is turning in.
Don't base laws on your own beliefs.
Exactly. It's a bunch of bullshit.
That's a problem for me.
I think the other thing is with those laws, like the whole baking thing, like...
Baking?
No, the baking thing. They always think about those Christian bakers and everything.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They have Christian bakers that, for instance, if a gay person wants to come in and wants...
that old chestnut. Gotcha.
Either that, or what if you're like a Muslim or whatever, and they say, well, we're not going to bake you that. It's like, bake them the fucking cake. You're a cake business for a reason. It's not like you're we'll bake you a certain cake as long as it's not this, or this, is what I'm saying. Bake the person the cake and shut up, is my opinion. See, why am I not running for president? That'd be great. Oh, I want to talk about something.
Yes, go ahead.
This is a good one. In West Virginia, this bill's going to be going to the House. It's about charging people, putting cameras on buses and charging people if someone drives past a school bus when the stoplights are out. They're actually charging a person by the license plate. It's going to take a picture of the license plate. Because before it was always like you had to catch the person with the license plate. But now they're going to put cameras on all the buses. Now, I'm guessing the counties are going to have to pay for that, or the state.
Which means we're going to pay for it.
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how many congressional people we have in West Virginia. It's like at 60-something. It's like either 68, 64, 65. It's some kind of number. And, well, it passed. It has to go to the House, obviously. Would you like to take a guess on what the vote was?
I have no idea.
65-1. Only one person said no. And guess who that one person was?
Is it McKinley?
No.
Oh, who?
It's a Democrat.
Who?
In Marshall County. Jeff Kessler.
Oh.
And he said the reason why was something dreary like, you're charging that person, or you're charging that person who owns the car. So basically they're saying, like, what if your kids are driving? Well, it's your own damn fault. Your kids went around the thing. They shouldn't be driving, because every driving school has that little thing like, you should not pass this bus, always, never, sometimes, all that stuff. And, I think a Republican said, I support his view on it and everything, but you got to understand this is for the safety of the kids. not by charging random people. If you go around a school bus...
Well, how much are they going to want to charge people?
Well, they didn't say anything like that yet. I think once it comes into a law, they'll be more detailed or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But basically, they just said, it's for the kids' safety. It's just, that would just be... I mean, if they hit a kid, and it's caught all on video, you're kind of SOL. Mm-hmm. What else do you want to talk about? I just saw that and I found that interesting.
Those stupid guys that are holed up in that wildlife refuge. One of them got shot and killed. The standoff with police.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The Bundys.
Oh, those people.
Yeah.
Kill them.
These losers. So the one is in jail, Amon Bundy, thank goodness. And
what about Ted Bundy?
I think Ted Bundy's dead.
Good. Okay, move on. I know those people.
What else?
I saw an interesting fact, and I found this very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 people or 5, or I can't remember, whoever died in Benghazi, 7 GOP people are all up in arms about it. Okay. However, 10 people died with that whole Flint, Michigan water poisoning thing, and no one's giving a shit. This is what our country has come to. A living hellhole where they care only about important things. Like, I guess poisoning water is not a bad thing. For example, remember in West Virginia when that water treatment plant or whatever, and it was that black licorice thing? I don't know if any Republicans really gave a shit about it, but, I mean, obviously it made national news, and it went on Jon Stewart and everything like that. But it's just, you might as well just care about the whole thing, Republican. And I'm thinking, if the Republicans are trying to push Christianity, at least you could be Christian about this problem as well.
Well,
shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Isn't it funny, though, how Christians will bang the drum of, you're being sin or not, but then when it comes to actually taking care of people, they don't want to actually do it.
Exactly. I love that.
And what I hate, I'm a huge environmentalist, because we do live on this earth. Mm-hmm. We kill it, we die. It's pretty plain and simple. Yeah. And ecosystems are very delicate, and we kill the ecosystems, we as well die. It's very simple, very scientific, and part of the problem is you have people writing policies that probably haven't touched a science book since 1978, and
were last updated.
They still freaking deny evolution, which freaking kills me, and that's part of a problem. Is, like I said, they're basing laws on their stupid beliefs, and you can't do that. You cannot do that. But I could go on and on about this.
Jessica for president is what we're trying to push.
No, the
other thing, I know you about the whole Christianity bullshit, which, I'm a Catholic, and sometimes the Catholic Church talks about things, and I think this is just bullshit. Why are we focusing more on, the gay agenda when you could be focusing more on the bullshit?
Oh, yes, because every gay person has an agenda. They even have a book that they write. It's called an agenda book I'm just making fun of it. I hate when people call it's an agenda. Gay agenda. Yeah. It's not a fucking agenda. It's just they want to be people. They want to have rights like everybody else.
So they're talking more about that than or they talk so much about abortion. It's can you give it a rest? It's you've talked about abortion for so long. I think even Catholics are getting tired of it. Even the ones who are super, super, super pro-life or pro-choice or whatever the hell it is. Or whatever it's called or whatever. But it's just because I remember I had a fight with somebody who's becoming a seminarian, and he's very Republican. He went to Franciscan, very Republican. And I think we were having a fight, and I just said to him, I was like, look, religion is like a salad bar. You can pick and choose what you want to believe, and you're perfectly fine. I think, in my opinion. In my opinion, because I said I care maybe more about certain things than other things. I don't want a religion to tell me what to do. Here's your brochure, you have to follow this, this, and this to get into heaven. It's no. Because I went to my therapist on Monday. He said, this Republican he was talking to said, you have to know Jesus to get into heaven. It's that is bullshit.
Yeah.
That is not true at all, because they didn't ever teach me that when I was in grade school. So I just think that's total bullshit. Now, when you were talking about the ecosystem thing, one of my friends always said to me, I think nature will always take back what we have taken from it. For example, those idiots who build their beach houses so close to the beach, and then there's a hurricane, and then their beach houses go away. It's that's nature taking back its land that we have ruined it.
Listen, the Earth will always be here. We just won't be on it.
Well, no, the Earth will be gone eventually.
In a few millennia, probably. But the planet itself, unless it explodes or gets sucked up into the sun or a black hole, it'll be here. We just won't be on it because we will have killed ourselves because we're so stupid.
Yeah.
We can make all these marvelous things, but at the heart of it, we are just so stupid. We could either... It's like you choose to be on the dark side or the light side.
I like to be on the lighter side of the Force.
Me too.
Darker side of the Force. There we go.
I mean, I could let the hate flow through me, but I don't. I choose not to because I'm not a douche.
Hey, 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 hey. Let's shake it off. Let's shake it off.
Oh my god, I didn't know what the heck you were saying.
Oh, come on. It was on the radio like 25,000 times. It's that one in Hotline Bling, the one I keep singing.
And I bet you just love Taylor Swift, don't you?
No. Not really.
Who are you listening to right now?
Well, right now I'm actually on YouTube listening to this gamer. I've followed.
No, I don't mean like.
No, I'm just.
I meant what kind of music have you been listening to lately? Not at this very second. What are you listening to?
Probably, I don't know. I've just been discovering some new music or stuff like that. I don't know. I've just been kind of sticking with the same old, same old. It's a funny thing, like listening to music that either you grew up with or something like that. I'll go back and be like, oh, so this is that song. That's what it was, because I never do that shit.
When I was little, this reminds me of something. When I was little, my parents used to listen to 3WS, of course, old people do.
3WS?
Out of Pittsburgh, oldie station.
Oh, is that still there? It's probably gone.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
It's still there.
Oh, God.
And when Motown would come on, I really didn't like Motown. But nowadays, that's your phone. Caller
number 1. Yeah, I have to order the labels for her, and she will, she's going to print them. They have been ordered. They should be here tomorrow. Bye-bye. Okay. Right. Bye-bye. Well, that caller had a lot of interesting things to say. He needed some labels. Apparently, I ordered them, but he's very persistent and picky. Again, that's another thing that pisses me off in the workplace. What is so hard about writing the return address? It doesn't take you that long. I know you need a label, but what is so hard about writing your return address?
Why did someone not do that?
He likes to put labels on his things when he does return addresses, and I don't understand what is so hard by writing it out.
Hey, I'm lazy too, like that. I like to have labels.
I mean, yeah, I keep labels too, but I'm just saying, what's so hard about writing your return label out? Address, I meant.
Pure laziness. Caller
number 1. Okay, if anybody else would like to call, which who knows if they will, caller number 2. I'm listening.
So what are you saying?
I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, music we were listening to. You were talking about the oldies.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't usually like Motown.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, though, I've been listening to it, and I'm, like, really getting into it. So I think as you get older, your tastes, of course, do change and everything, and foods and music, but don't give me that face.
I don't know. I mean, I used to listen to before it was turned into that sports channel now.
You're probably emo.
What?
You were probably emo.
I thought you said email. I'm like, no, I still do that. Snail mail. No, I said the one music station I used to listen to, and it was always played in like some doctor's offices, was AM 1400.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would just play songs like I've never heard of, like really, really old ones, or like stuff, from like the 80s or 90s or whatever. So good. And then they said, it's going to be turned into some sports station. I'm thinking, no.
Yeah, I know.
Like, where's the classical music? Now you have to find like a radio station itself.
Well, I'm pissed off. A couple years ago, they got rid of the jam station up in Pittsburgh. It was WAMO.
Whammo?
It
was like something like that?
Something, but it was a jam. They played
wasn't Froggy.
Hip-hop. No, they played hip-hop, straight up hip-hop. And they got rid of it. Now it's a Catholic station.
Ew. I wouldn't even listen to that.
It's the worst thing in the
world.
Yeah. Who wants to listen to that?
I know. I don't even want to listen to that.
No. So now there's an AM station that does hip-hop.
They go from hip-hop to Catholic radio. That's kind of funny.
It was lame.
That's going like from rap to Catholic radio.
But
heavy metal?
But now there's a station on, I think it's like 800 or something that does...
AM?
Yeah, AMs, and it does hip hop, but like no rap. It's just like the smooth jams. Which is cool. I like smooth jams.
Well, 107.5, The Rock.
Yeah, Eagle.
You mean I like it, and of course, when I listen to a NASCAR race, it broadcasts off there, so I can listen to it on there, which is also good.
One of the redneck stations.
Shut up. Anyways, no, I used to like it. They played music I liked as well, but the new station I like is that new one they came out with, the 96.5.
Oh yeah, the rock station.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, it is.
But I can't find it on iHeartRadio.
Oh.
It won't come up. I'll type in 96.5 or just Wheeling in general.
Mm-hmm.
All the stations come up except that one. And some others don't come up, but that one in general just does not come up.
I like college radio stations too, like Bethany College Radio. It's pretty interesting. West Libs is... I actually used to have on-air time at West Libs radio station for a semester.
Oh my God, she's familiar with this stuff.
I am.
Well, I've listened to Wheeling Park's, I know it's a high school, obviously, Wheeling Park's little radio thing when it's like the Festival of Sound. That makes me tired and boring. Of course, Central doesn't have a radio station, but I know they're trying to get more into the lines of, radio and TV type thing. For example, they've done TV broadcasts. I'm going to have to show you it. And the same thing, they're trying to... trying to get the word out of my mouth. They're trying to teach the students how to be sports announcers when they have a game.
Oh, that's cool.
Now that I like. I'm like, so they're going to be like ESPN or something like that. I'm like, that's pretty cool. So they're trying to teach them that. It's basically like a video production type thing, but to give them more, time and everything. I think that would be pretty cool. So you'd have, I think you'd have the radio announcer, and then you'd have an on-air person just saying number 20 is doing this and doing that. I'm thinking, obviously I don't know that much with football, so if they say a thing, I'm going to be like, where's my dictionary? Or if it's NASCAR, it's like this person's passing that person. Okay, we know what's happening. But I'm just saying.
Kind of faded out there for a minute.
Who, you?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Hey, have you seen any really cool TV shows lately? Any new things or? No?
The only thing I've been watching is oh God, it's on the Food Network. It's always on a Monday night. It's kids baking championship or something like that. These kids are so smart. The shit they do.
It's probably scripted.
It's not.
Oh yeah, sure.
But there's a kid from Monroeville on there. He's good. But it's just the stuff they use. They're probably ages 10 to 12 or even 13 or something like that. Half the stuff they do, it's I can't even do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be scripted.
No,
then,
it isn't.
No 10-year-old isn't going to know how to do flambe. Isn't going to know how to do baked Alaska.
They're not doing that. They were just making
mac and cheese.
No, it's a baking. It's only for sweet things.
Cookies.
Well, yeah, cookies. They did macaroons last night, and then the one was pie and some kind of pies. You could do your apple pie, key lime pie, banana cream.
You make me a key lime pie.
I want a banana cream pie right now. I'm gonna go to Oliver's. They have good pies. But I'm just saying, it's not scripted. I know you're always like, it's scripted and everything. It's it's not scripted. Mm-hmm. Why do you think everything on TV is scripted?
Because it is. Even the news.
Well, I know the news is scripted, but it's not.
What you see is not real. Unless it's an actual reality happening right now in front of your face.
Oh, God. So, Days of Our Lives?
Oh, no. That's real.
Oh no, it isn't. I don't know. It's all scripted.
I'm just messing with you. It's not real.
No.
And it spells no.
Yes, I know that.
Your yogurt smells good.
I know.
I'm hungry. I better go eat my lunch.
I have a cookie right there, but you're not having that cookie. It's really good.
I know it's good. I have one.
I know. And you just ate all my candy.
I can't help it if you have good candy, Mark. You need to bring up on that candy because you're getting low.
Well,
bring some more stuff.
I ordered some stuff from this chick off eBay. It's all brand new, It's these root beer candies. It looks like a
barrel.
Yeah, I love those. I could never find. I always got them at Jebbia's. Mm-hmm. Remember, they always had the candy, and now the candy's gone. It's really?
Give me some circus peanuts.
Oh. My mother hates that. She said the first time she had a circus peanut, it tastes like shit. My father likes some. My wonderful stepmother likes some. Yeah, I see the time. We only got 10 minutes left before we have to take a break for the last time. But yeah, there was always in those candy sections, and you could scoop up, and of course they did by the pound, but I always got the root beer ones.
I don't think I really like the root beer ones.
Oh my God, they were so good.
You can hear a lot of people out in your hallway.
I know, but it's not coming up on the
I smell
microphone.
butterscotch.
I don't smell butterscotch.
God, I'm hungry.
Is there on my coffee?
Ah, delicious.
This is vanilla velvet.
Ugh.
So, when are we going to have a talk sex hour?
We're not going to have it. It's inappropriate.
So, I'd have to...
You can do it by yourself.
I'd have to... I've done a lot of things by myself. I'd have to label this as explicit, because I've done that before. Usually I label it as explicit when we...
No, it's not appropriate for us to be talking about that.
Why? You're a girl, I'm a guy.
Because it's not. Anyway, do it by yourself.
Like I said, I have done things by myself.
Then do it by yourself. You should have callers call in, and like Fraser Crane.
No, you're talking about Sue Johansson.
Okay, whoever.
Again, listeners, sex will be sweeter if you wrap your Peter. I love that quote. I love that.
Oh my goodness.
She said that. She's so cute. I don't know if she's probably not dead. She shouldn't be dead.
She's not dead.
Okay, she's not. Okay. I thought she was.
Oh my goodness.
She's awesome. No, I'm just saying,
I'm going to get you a little shrine.
A shrine?
To Sue Johansson.
No, I already have all her objects she told me to buy. Especially
we're not going to go into this right now.
The chair with the hole in the middle.
All right, no, stop.
This is the chair I'm sitting on right now at work.
You're pooping?
No.
A pooping chair?
Potty chair, yeah. Oh, speaking of potty chair, I remember my grandmother. Oh my God, I of course back then, I thought, it was the greatest gift ever. But now it's like that's a bunch of bullshit. She was like, if you go on your potty chair, I'll give you $0.25. And of course, when your kid's like,
she bribed you.
Yeah,
take a poop for $0.25.
Yeah, and nowadays it's like $0.25 ain't gonna buy you shit.
But could she still bribe you to take a poop?
What?
So can you? Okay, if I were to give you $0.25, could you poop on command?
No, probably not.
Dang it.
No, but that's
like Pavlov.
She did that when I was little. Basically, she says, if you go to the bathroom, I'll give you $0.25. And of course, when you're a little kid back in like '95, you're thinking,
oh yes, a little kid in '95.
Yeah, you're thinking, wow, $0.25, that's like worth a lot of money. Whereas $0.25 these days is worth nothing, like a penny. The only thing quarters are good for is getting stuff out of the vending machine.
And for
parking meters, yeah. And that's about it.
But yeah, that's funny. You should tell some more tales of your life, because your life's pretty funny.
I know. Like as my grandmother said, she says, I should write my own book. And I said, you might as well get on it. And she says, but I don't know how many people would believe it. And I said, I don't believe it. Like once she told me, and again, it's still hard for me to believe, they lived on Oak Street, which is here somewhere. There was, it was either Oak Street or 12th Street or something, but anyways, basically, it was snowy outside. They didn't go to school or whatever, and they put my grandmother on an ironing board, and she slid down the street on an ironing board like a sled.
That's awesome.
And I'm just like, I don't know if I believe this or not.
I believe it. Listen, I had a teacher, God rest her soul. Her name was Mrs. Forker.
Forker?
Oh, we used
not Porker.
No, people used to call. She was a big lady, but she was awesome. Anyway, she told us this tale of when she was little. Now, she was old when I was, like, in middle school, so this was a long time ago. And so, she said, back in the day, she was in Wellsburg, and there was time when, like, of course, people would just play in the river back then. People still do, don't advise it, but people did. And she said that it was whenever they pumped the raw sewage into the river. So she'd be playing in the river, sitting there, and she would see a turd float by. Yep.
Oh, God, that's ew. Well, since we are running out of time, we got about 6 minutes left or something like that. Well, we talked about a lot today, from ecosystems to New Year's resolutions to the government to times of when we were young little boys and girls.
I know what we can talk about next time.
And what would that be?
That would be the new theoretical
oh, Christ.
Time stuff. It's about other worlds theory.
Oh, God.
So I'll bring up the definition, and then we will talk about whether you think it's a possibility or not.
Good.
I love theoretical
Good.
science.
I'll just answer one question, and then we can move on.
No, we're going to talk about it the whole time.
We're going to talk about cars. We need to talk about cars.
We can talk about cars.
I know. What car do you have?
a Kia Spectra.
I hate that car.
I hate you!
Okay. Oh. Well, that always works.
At least
too.
I have a car that runs.
It works now. We unplugged the security system and now it starts. It even started when it was like -4 outside or something like that.
So when are you going to take me for a ride?
I don't know.
Wanna go for a ride?
Well, this is all the time we have. We'd like to thank our first caller for calling in on my work phone and not on here. There's a chat button here. I don't think you...
What'd you do?
Well, I hit the chat button and it says the chat has currently no message. Be the first to leave a message. Like, please message us or something like that.
I don't know.
Alrighty, so next week or next time we'll be talking about the some theory
Other
about...
world's theory.
Yeah, some world's theory of...
Oh my goodness, you're getting messed up.
We're going to be talking about Mars's theory on us, is what she's trying to say. Personally, I am not interested at all.
It's a good chance for you to argue with me.
Of course. I always love doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody has a great rest of the week since it's hump day. As my history teachers would say, hump day, don't get humped. It's like, I always got humped, you know me. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. Goodbye.